Hey guys, so today I'm going to take you around how I have approached traditional 12-bar blues in the key of G, and how I've funked it up a little bit, given it a bit of groove, a bit of feeling, and it's the type of blues you can play to accompany yourself. So you don't need to worry about having other people playing with you in band or ensemble. And it opens up so much. I'll take you through what I've done just to break down chords 1, 4 and 5, which is what we'll be using for a traditional kind of 12-bar blues in the key of G there. And for me, this just keeps it exciting. It keeps it alive for me, because I've played a lot of blues, and I'm sure you guys are the same. And there's nothing wrong with how we would normally rock and roll our way through some blues. I'll play something a little slower, like a minor blues in the same key. But there's just so much we can do, and for me, I started to break down this new version to keep myself excited, because if I'm excited about it, hopefully the listeners are going to be excited too. So I'll take you on a little breakdown of what I've done with these chords to show you what I played in the intro. Okay, so here's a breakdown of what I do on chord 1, our G7. Alright, so it's all just based around my G7. I'm going to hit a double hit on my root note, my G, and then I'm going to grab that higher octave, my second octave of my G, to an open D, which is taking me to my 5th. So that was the double G, high G, open. Let's play it slow. Okay. Now we're going to take this nice broken down version of the G7. If I add my G into that, sliding in from an F sharp there, up to my G7, but I'm just hitting frets 3 on string 4 there with finger 1, and fret 4 on string 3 there with finger 3. I strike it from frets 2 and 3 and slide it in quite obviously to frets 3 and 4 there to hit that G7. If I put that together, you're going to get a double hit on the G, octave, open string, grab your chord, strike and slide. Okay, one more time. Let's finish that off. I'm then hitting fret 5 on my A string on string 5, and down to C there, fret 3 on my A string as well. So I'm at that end after my G7 slide. So, and again. You can take this as slow or as fast as you want. I suggest slow because you keep the groove. Alright. Okay, after this, we're going to hit this second voice and this higher voice in here of a G7 chord there. I've got my dominant 7 on the top. Root, major third, there's no 5th in there. So that's second finger, fret 5 on string 4. First finger's taking fret 4, string 3. Fourth finger, which is the best way to play that I reckon, is going to play fret 6 on my B string. And I'm going to strike 4 down, up, down, ups, down, 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 up, down, up, down, up. But while I'm doing that, I'm catching these top notes. That kind of gives it that funk aspect to it. So from my G7 there, 2 strikes, down, up, 4th finger coming off, 3rd finger's going to take the E on fret 5 there on the B string, on string 2. And then that's going to fall down, 1st finger's going to take the place of this D here on fret 3, string 2. Now in doing so, I'm now muting string 3. sped up. Whole thing together there. Okay, that's my first run right there. I accompany that by just changing up the top line part here. Number 1. Number 2. Just catching the E there and not going down to the D on fret 3. So 3 hits. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hit the E there. Third run, I repeat the first. Fourth run, just a nice 4 strums on that G7 there. Okay, let's put the 4 runs together. Alright, now we would play that 4 times through, and then we need to jump up the neck to chord 4 now. We're going to come up to our low C here, and I'm going to go for a double hit right here. And then I'm going to jump up and grab my 11. That's my 11th from my C, octave of my 4th. So a double, and I'm being quite sharp with that top note. Ba-da. And then I'm going to grab my dominant 7 shape that we used before for chord 1, and I'm going to be jumping in from frets 7 and 8 on strings 4 and 3, striking again quite obviously to slide into that C7. Now, second run, instead of the double hit here, we're going for single. So number 1, and then the 1 hit. Okay, in total, so it's the same thing each time, but a double hit instead of a single hit. So double, single. And that last one there, a slide and slide down. Gives it a bit of impact, doesn't it, like that? Alright, that would take us back to chord 1 for our G7. We're going to do a run of. So a run of the nice rundown. F, E, and D there. Second time. Just 4 strikes on that G7. Okay, so. So that'll take us up to chord 5 on a D7 on fret 10 on our E string here, and we're going to give a nice. I'm hitting root and jump into that 11 again, so that's on fret 12, string 3, bum, bum, with a nice little slidey action here with that same dominant 7 breakdown there to slide into the D7. 3 slides like that, a little mute note in between. Same thing down on chord 4, fret 8, C. Okay, both of those together. Root, 11th, strike, slide, strike, slide, strike, slide. Lots of vibrato on there. Okay, with my right hand here, I'm actually being quite direct. But I'm creating some mute notes around as well. So I'm being direct with the strings I want, but allowing myself to hit these mute notes up, muting with my left hand here. Okay, that's going to bring me back down to chord 1 now. To start the turnaround, we're going to play another run of. Then we're going to jump to a D9. A scrappy D9 there, I love this. So that's finger 2. It's going to take the root note on D on string 5, on fret 5. Finger 1 is going to grab fret 4, string 4 on my D string. And Third finger now is going to lay over 3 strings on fret 5 on strings 3, 2 and 1. Add those together. I want to get a nice hit of... On that last hit there, I'm adding my 4th finger to create a D7 sharp, 9 sharp 5. Loads of dissonance in that, lots of tension. Which will result me back to chord 1. Okay, let's show you guys a little bit of what's going on with the right hand here. I'm kind of continuing a nice strum there, straight forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slight emphasis on the 1 and the 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And I'm able to catch the notes I want. That takes some practice. I'm straining up for that. Direct as you want as well. We can take that shuffle out of it and I just think it grooves a little better when I'm okay, so a quick close-up of all the parts here. Just try and round it off. Remember, have some fun with this. You can do your own thing to an extent as well. Guys, just a quick run through where you can see both hands again. See how I'm keeping up this funk groove in my right hand. It's just a straight 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just emphasis on the 1 and the 3 there. I love that. For me, it just keeps things a little more exciting within a blues turnaround. I imagine playing that with a band or an ensemble in any kind. You can also do it on an acoustic guitar. I think there's some great great texture to that when you're using the acoustic with the right hand shuffle. It just keeps the blues more interesting because we play a lot of blues guitarists and it's great, but you've got to admit that you do get to a stage where you get a little bored of what you're doing, so I'm trying to mix that up for you. So some interesting shapes, hopefully. Take on board the nice sliding G7 breakup chords here. There's voicing of a G7 here, wherever you play it, a nice dominant 7 chord with a nice top line melody on there. And remember, use this as a fun intro piece to play with some drums and some bass, and then break it down for a vocal or guitar solo. You can do that. I'm getting carried away. I'm never going to stop playing if I don't stop. So, have some fun with that. Let me know how you guys get on with that. Maybe even post up some of your ideas of what you're doing, because this isn't an exact teaching this. I've got some tablature that will be on a PDF below. So please, by all means, read that, learn what I've come up with, but do your own thing with this. That's the idea. That's the challenge, okay? Like, subscribe, share this stuff. Have some fun. Thanks so much.